Now.
Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the Advanced Branding Collaborative. Tonight, we're going to talk about your DMO, which means your daily method of operation. So how do you start your day and what is your routine for the day? So before we start though, let's introduce everybody. And the first person we have is Doc Grayson.
Hello everybody. I'm Doc Grayson from Wisconsin, originally from Chicago for 76 years. Good old Chicago, and now living up in La Crosse.
Okay. Lorianne?
Hi, I'm Lorianne. I am from Milton, Ontario, Canada, and I'm pleased to be here and actually talk about DMOs, because I don't know if I really have one.
Okay, Wendy?
My name's Wendy, and I am from South Dakota. And yeah, I'm here to talk about DMO as well.
Okay, and then Jenny?
My name is Jenny Karls. I'm from Brisbane, Australia, originally from Germany. Been living over here for 7 years. And yeah, I'm excited to share some things that I'm doing and to hear from you what your DMO is and what helps you to get started in the morning and, you know, get organized and get things done. Okay. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, my name is Roy Miller. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and so I've got a couple of resources I'd like to share with everybody. First of all, you know, your DMO is kind of like your habits you do for the day. So this book here, let me see if y'all can see it. No, you can't. It's called The Habit Factor. It's by Martin Grunberg. It's a really good book. It tells you about habits, how you develop them, and you know how you can start a new habit or make something a habit. There's another one here called The Miracle Morning, and it just tells you how to set up your day. It's a really good book. But the one that I use the most is called the Freedom Journal. Well, I can't. Let me see. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can do away with this background. Okay. All right. So let me just do this. Okay. So this is the book, The Habit Factor. Okay. And then this one is The Miracle Morning. But this one right here is called the Freedom Journal. And the thing I like about this is you start out, let me find a clean page here. So like today, it starts out as I'm grateful for. Then you do 91 days, I will. Hang on, let me do this. Okay, that's better. So, and then it says my number one focus of today. So you start this out, and then you have 3 items. By the end of the day, I will have. You fill those out. Then you have an action plan for the day. This is like at least 5 items. And then you have thoughts, ideas, and musings that you put down. So at the end of the day, you go through here and you say, 2 wonderful things that happened today. 2 struggles I encountered. Possible solutions for these struggles. Tomorrow will be a great day because, and final thought of the day. So you kind of plan your next day the night before. And this really helps you keep on track. And it's basically, you do what's called a 90-day sprint. So in the front, you set your goal, your 90-day goals and all that, and you work towards them for these 90 days. It's really good. It's a really good tracker. I like it anyway. So that's kind of how I do my DMO. Anybody else?
Sorry, Roy, I didn't mean to laugh because it just looked so funny when you had like the the wooden shirt on.
Oh yeah. Hey, it's rustic. It's rustic. That's
Yeah.
rustic.
So
Yeah.
So do you want me to share what a morning routine could look like from
Sure.
like an example that a mentor shared with me?
Sure.
If you want to share, Wendy, please. And then everyone can just jump in and discuss and share what they're doing. So this is like an example for a morning routine. Like Lorianne said, not everyone necessarily wants a routine or has a routine or even needs a routine. Some people, you know, they don't actually want to have it and they're happy, you know, going along without having a routine. So what's really good in the morning is to remind yourself what your vision is, especially, you know, when you're working in a business or got some big goals. And sometimes we do get discouraged along the way because we think it takes too long or something happens, something comes up. And if you can just remind yourself about that vision, why are you doing what you're doing? What is your big goal? And just really visualize and imagine how will it feel when you have achieved that goal. Really get into the emotion about how it feels. And yeah, so that's a really good thing to do. And another thing is really important is to drink water the first thing you get up in the morning. So this is one thing I do. After I get up, straight away I drink my water. I've got a water bottle with like a straw in it, so it makes it really easy for me to drink it quite quickly, because I found when I drink it out of a glass, it just takes longer and it's harder to get down, because overnight your body becomes pretty toxic, you know, because this is when the detox of our body, the detox function works overnight. So we need to get all these toxins out of our body. We need to basically do like a flush in the morning to get it all out. And this will help our brain to function better during the day as well.
Jenny,
yeah.
can I say something?
Yep.
So when I first saw this, we did this 3 months ago, I think. We talked about this stuff. And I saw 500 to 1,000 milliliters, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's so much water. But really, for those of us who live in the States, it's a 16-ounce bottle of water. So it's only a pint of water. Yeah, like Roy's holding up. So it really isn't that hard to drink that amount of water, 1 or 2 of those bottles each morning.
Mhm.
Yes, it's actually not that bad. Or it's like, 2 glasses of water. It's like 500 mils. So it's actually, when you see it, like you said, it seems more, but it's actually not that bad. And then another thing is try to become very present in the moment by really focusing on the things that you are doing. And you can do that through meditation as well, to become present, to basically anchor yourself in the present moment. That's what I'm doing after I have my water, and I try to always get up before the kids get up, so I just can sit down, 5 to 10 minutes and just meditate, just focus on my breathing, focus on being here in the moment, and yeah, that really helps you to be anchored in that present moment, and helps you deal with fears and things that come up during the day. And then, of course, eat a healthy breakfast filled with food that energizes you. My mentor used to call it live food. Basically, have a smoothie with like some fruit and vegetables, some spinach, some green foods, everything that comes from the earth and nourishes your body. And then move your body in whatever shape or form you want to do that. I like to just put some music on and dance, or sometimes I just do some stretches or some easy yoga postures, just to get your body started in the morning, and just get these happy hormones started and make you feel good. When you're moving, you're changing your state, you're yeah, hormones get started, and yeah, so you're off to a good start. So yeah, would anyone like to share what they sort of doing in the morning, or what helps them to get started? Or Lorianne, if it's not the morning, if it's, you know, like later morning.
You know, it varies, but primarily these days, because I become more creative in the evening, for some reason I seem to all of a sudden at 10 o'clock at night, I have all these mind thoughts, and then I have to put them down on paper or do whatever I'm doing. So I will be up late. I will sleep in late. I find that sometimes I'll even stay up, believe it or not, till sunrise. And I just absolutely love that time. It's the most, when I'm the most relaxed. And when I do wake up, though, I do have definitely a daily method of operation. And I've done this since I was a kid, and I've never stopped. Every morning I make my bed. It's like saying, you know, you need order in your life right now. I think a messy bed sees that you're going to go out there and you're going to be in disarray anyway. The other thing too is it's inviting when you come back to your bed, and it's made for you. It's like I said in one case, I just wrote this for a book chapter, where, you know, if you go to a motel or a hotel and you leave your bed, I always even hate leaving it undone, but they keep telling me leave it because the maids will do it for you. But if you came back expecting that and the bed was in disarray, that would just drive me nuts, because the whole point is I need my bed done in the morning and I need it done at night. I do drink myself. I do like to drink a glass of water when I wake up, and a glass of V8 juice, because it's got all the vegetables I need in it. And that's pretty well how I start my day. Absolutely, though, regardless of if I don't really have a set pattern. And I also said too, I always have my diary, and I'll write 4 things in it that I want done in the house and 4 that I want done in business. It's not an absolute. I take the 2 most important, get those done. If there's 2 that are not as important, I move them to the next day. But the point is I have a list, like, okay, this is what, and there's certain things I do say, you have to promise me to do this, please, Lorianne, because this is important. And so I know those 2 are at the top of my list. But that's how I run the day, regardless of whether I wake up at 9 a.m., 2 p.m., 12 p.m. Those are definitely rules I follow.
Well, just let me speak to you about your making up the bed and all that stuff. My brother, he was bad health, so was in and out of the hospital all the time, okay? He may stay 2 days or a week or whatever. But the day he was getting checked out, he would strip the bed, the hospital bed. He would go to the housekeeping, get a broom, sweep the floor, and have all the stuff there. And people come in, well, we do all that. No, that's okay. But I mean, he just, every time he was in the hospital, he'd do that. He'd strip the bed when he was leaving, and he would sweep the floor and all that stuff, you know. But then he also used to every morning sweep and mop his garage floor.
Wow.
So yeah, he had a strange DMO.
And some people do, you know.
Yeah.
Of course, also my DMO is to take my dogs out for a walk, because they, you know, that's something that's required. So regardless of what time I get up at, they have to get out and get for a walk. So good to have animals, let me tell you. Sometimes I think I'd sleep through 24 hours if I didn't. But yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. It really keeps you going, you know, when you have the dog and need to get out, and yeah, so it's good. And then you're moving as well, and yeah, so that's good. But it's good that you know, the planning, like if you wanna, you know, not have like a big planner or things, like doing what Lorianne does is very effective, because you sort of have a plan for the day. Because a lot of people, they don't actually have a plan, and then they have all these things in their head, and they just get overwhelmed because they don't have a structure or a plan to follow, and they end up maybe not doing anything. Exactly. What's on their mind, because they just get too confused, and then they procrastinate because they're just like, oh, I don't even know what to do, where to start, so I'm not doing anything, because confused minds don't do anything. Like we say, confused minds don't buy.
Very true.
So yeah. Wendy, do you want to share something?
Sure. I pretty much do a lot of what Jenny does. I try to, it's a lot easier for me in the warmer months than it is in the colder and darker months, but usually when it's warm outside and light, I will get up as soon as my eyes open. I don't lay in bed. However, in the wintertime, I don't like it when it's cold, so I have a much harder time getting up. But I like to get up and drink water right away. And then I like to try and get my exercising done and out of the way so I don't have to think about it for the rest of the day. And then after that, I'll sit down and I'll actually, when I'm getting up, if I do lay in bed for a little while, I'll do some visualization stuff about, what I want, where I want to be. I'm not so good at meditating in the morning. I tend to do that at night when I kind of wind down for the day, because once my day starts, my brain goes 100 miles an hour. So I try to do the meditating at night before I go to sleep to kind of wind down and focus and get ready for sleep. And after I do exercising, then I'll usually sit down at my computer, and first thing I like to do is go through email, and then I will, after that, probably get on Facebook and see if I have any pressing messenger messages that need to be addressed, or if it's just all of the people that, want to be friends with you for romantic reasons or so on and so forth. So I just kind of ignore those. And then I'll go through and try and look at, some posts and maybe comment and like on some. And then I have this software program that helps me get friends and send friend requests and accept friend requests and stuff. So I'll get that going. And then I start working on whatever things I have to do. Lately, I've been fast and furious on a course, and I just wrote a chapter for a book and trying to kind of get online community started. So basically, when I get up, the very first thing I do, like Lorianne does, is make my bed. I have made my bed, I suppose, since I've been 4 years old. I've made my bed. I'm sure when I was 4 years old, I didn't make it very well, but I made it in some form or fashion. And so I will never leave the house without my bed being made. I can't stand coming home to an unmade bed. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. I don't like getting into an unmade bed. So,
just a question there, Wendy. So are you like me? Is it hard for you to actually walk out of a hotel room, and leave the bed unmade? I really have a hard time with that.
I hate when I come back from something, like if we go somewhere where we stay at a motel and we come back and the maids haven't been in the room yet. That really, it makes me crazy.
That's crazy. My bed's not made. It would have been done by now. I would have gotten it done.
I know. And then I always feel like it's a kind of a musty smell too, when you walk back into a room with an unmade bed, and I can't stand that. So, and I don't like wrinkles in my sheets either. That drives me crazy. So that's another reason I have to make the bed, because I have to flatten out all the wrinkles in the.
Do you iron your sheets before you put them on the bed?
No. Nope, and I don't iron underwear either. So, hey, I'm lucky if I get, the clothes that everybody sees ironed. So that's kind of my process. Some days are better than others.
Doc, do you have a DMO?
Mine's a little different. Of course, right now it's different than it was, because I'm kind of regimented by the nursing home. But all the years I taught, 50 years, I never ate breakfast. I don't like eating. So never ate breakfast. And I almost never had the bed problem, because I slept in a chair most of my life. I just find it easier, better on my back. So that was the problem I never had. But probably about 30 of the years, I worked 2 jobs, taught during the day and then did radio at night. So there wasn't a lot of options, time free to plan things. So usually it was always a Saturday or Sunday I'd take time and plan the few things I want to get done for the week. That's how I plan things. I didn't plan day to day because every day was pretty well made up from. Luckily, I don't sleep much anyway. If I go to bed, even here in the nursing home, they don't appreciate it, but it's usually 1 a.m. in the morning before I turn the light out. And then I get up about 7:30. But then when I work till midnight, you get home and it was easy. You flop into the chair. You don't have to make a bed. But yeah, I did what you probably do every morning. I did on a weekend. I kind of plan the week, and that's how I because otherwise, as you know, things get loose ends. You don't accomplish things. You think that on Saturday, oh, I was going to do this and this and this and this, and don't get it done. But if you have it written down, it does make a big difference. So now it's kind of, like I said, it's a little different. In the morning, I'm usually always in bad shape until around noon, 1 o'clock. In the afternoon, I'll spend an hour or two writing, or not too much reading, but more writing. Even if I don't do anything with it, it just keeps the mind flowing, and I like to write different things. And then at night, I don't have a TV, thank heavens. I don't have to put up with all the stupid news, so I spend a lot of time on YouTube, just learning about different things. You get a touch for how something is put together and made. I'll look that up, or listen sometimes to old music. You can get all the old records that I like on YouTube, or sometimes watch the old TV shows. And that's about it. Had a good life, and I still have a good life.
That is crazy about YouTube, though. Some of the songs, I found some that I was taught in Turkey, believe it or not, way back when I was 7 years old, and you can find them on YouTube, and you're going, really? Like, you wouldn't think, but everything's there. And songs that I learned when I was 6 years old in Quebec, just, they're there.
Yeah, it's amazing what's there.
Yeah.
Songs I forgot about.
I don't.
Does anybody here do affirmations?
Oh yeah, I'll do those too. I do some in the morning. I kind of repeat the same ones over and over.
Yeah.
And then at night, I'm always take a few minutes to do a gratitude exercise for the day. In the morning I'll say, thank you, God, for letting me open my eyes today and let my feet hit the floor. But then I do more gratitude, more in-depth gratitude at night.
Yes. I don't I don't do affirmation itself. I prefer, meditation and journaling. I don't like, I don't know. I don't like the affirmations too much. I do the tapping instead. So has anyone heard about EFT, tapping, emotional freedom technique? Have you done it before?
Mm-hmm.
Heard of it.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've done it.
Yeah. So basically it's you're using the energy meridians. It's like acupressure. So you're tapping on the meridians and the energy points. So it's basically made to get the energy flowing again and to reduce stress, because they say when you're tapping on these certain points, it will reduce the stress response in the brain. And I have a few videos I'm using. So I have one specifically that I use in the morning, and I feel it makes a really big difference. And it's really short. It's only 4 minutes long. And I would like to share it with you. And if you want to, tap along, and if you want, you can mute yourself, and then you can repeat, like say what he says, or you can also just say it to yourself in your mind. It doesn't matter, but it's good to repeat what he actually says. So I'm going to share my screen. Just going over to YouTube. And the guy, he's called Brad Shades. and he calls himself, his brand is Tap with Brad, and he's quite well known in the EFT and tapping space. Oh, what's going on now? I hope it's, I'm just gonna close some stuff here. If I can't open it, maybe someone else needs to open. Oops, there it is. Hello. Okay. Why is it so slow? Tap. There we go. So he's got like hundreds of these videos, and you can either just do a general one, like for an amazing day, or you can you know, search for problems like anxiety, or like this one, I'm too tired, or I'm feeling stressed, or I'm having relationship issues, or something, you know, whatever comes up. So I like to do this one. It's called Amazing Day Quickie, because it's got a long video for that, which is about 10 minutes. But this one is only 4 minutes. So I like to do that actually, because it's really good to get you started in the morning. And that's just the advertisement.
Dich interessiert die EFT-Klopftechnik, weil du persönlich etwas verändern möchtest Ängste.
Can anyone else open their YouTube? I don't think mine's working properly.
I can
So
try.
I think my internet is not too good today, especially when I'm streaming the Zoom.
Actually, I have a lot of tabs open. Roy, do you?
Do I have a lot of tabs open? You know I do.
Or Lorianne, can? We can't hear you, Lorianne.
Okay, so I do have a YouTube open, unless Roy, you want to do it? Just,
I've got about 500 windows open.
okay, I don't. Let me just find this. So we've got YouTube, and we're looking for tapping.
Tap with Brad.
Tap with Brad.
And add energy, and then it comes up.
Amazing Day Quickie. Okay, so let me get this up here, and then I'll share it.
Pizza or salad? Which one do you think we'll have for dinner tonight?
Pizza.
Well, it's not that.
Pizza.
So I've had a lot of people tell me.
I like pizza.
All right. Okay. I love these ads. This is great. All right. So let me just get rid of this full screen here for a minute. All right. Share screen. Let me see if I can find this now. Here we go. Okay. So everyone can see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can you hear it?
Their favorite video is Amazing Day. And they've also asked if I could also do a quicker version for those days when they don't have as much time. So let's see what we can do. Taking full responsibility for your own well-being. I choose to have an amazing day. And I choose to love and accept myself. I choose to have an amazing day. And I choose to love and honor myself. I choose to have an amazing day. And I'm not entirely sure what that means. There may be things that I'd like to see happen. But I'm also open to pleasant surprises. I just choose to have an amazing day. And I choose to deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself and everyone else because it would feel amazing to do so. I choose to have an amazing day. I choose to have an amazing day. I choose to allow so much good into my life. There may be things that I specifically know that I would like to have happen today. And I'm open to pleasant surprises. Heck, I'm even open to miracles. I choose to have things go so well today. I choose to be at the top of my game today. Performing everything so well. Having success be easy. And even the effort that I put in seems almost effortless. Because I choose to feel so good. That great performance just flows through me. I choose to feel great. I choose to do great. I choose to allow great things into my life. And that would make for an amazing day. And I choose to know I'm worthy of that. I deserve an amazing day. And so I'm allowing an amazing day. I am creating an amazing day. In body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath. Go out and create an amazing day, which will probably be beneficial to you and others.
This is a tomato.
And that is. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So how was that, guys? How do you feel?
It was interesting.
Yeah, it
How do
also
you-
helps you like with negative emotions, because what you do like in the first step is you truly choose to honor and love yourself and accept yourself no matter what you think. You know, no matter what negative emotion you feel. And that will just help you, you know, to release any guilt or shame or anything about what you feel.
Interesting. Thanks for sharing that.
Yeah.
How do you feel after you do it, Jenny?
I just feel really calm. It really, I instantly feel that it just makes me feel very calm. And also I feel the difference in my days. I feel that I'm, you know, having more energy and yeah, basically having a clearer head, like a clearer brain, basically clearer focus and yeah, more clarity. So yeah, I love it. I love it. It's really good. And it just takes a few minutes and there are like, you know, lots of other videos if you have any specific things you want to work on. Have a look. He's offering it all for free, you know, it's like having hundreds of resources there.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cool.
You're welcome.
Does anyone read anything motivational in the morning, like for 10 minutes or 30 minutes or anything like that? Or positive?
I do, but it's the Bible.
Well,
And I
I mean,
read that
yeah.
every morning.
Yeah.
And I'm almost completed from front to back, like I had wanting to do. Was one of my things that I promised myself. Not that I haven't read it from front to back. I'm sure over the years. I went to Catholic school, probably read it through that probably 4 or 5 times, but it was from front to finish. So it's kind of nice. Some of it's not as inspirational as I'd like it to be, though. Sometimes I'm sitting there going, no, 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 don't hurt the other person.
Yeah, like Leviticus.
Right?
So
I still use my prayer book I used years ago. It's still all in Latin. I still like it all in Latin.
Oh, you do read it in Latin, eh? I actually started that when I was taking Latin. Interesting.
I read the Bible in chronological order instead of book order.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot easier to understand and put in context when you read it in chronological order. So
I have a
found
book that gives me that and tells me how to do that at this point. So this is my Bible. It used to look like this until my dog chewed it, but it's one that I have all the notes in. So it's like my Bible. I bought it for myself in 1996 when I got baptized again. So that was fun. So it's kind of special. So no matter what, even if it doesn't have a cover, it's still my favorite Bible.
It's funny, Lorianne. I think that's when I got baptized too. Maybe 1997.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I mean, it's one thing, like I said, when you're Catholic, they baptize you as a baby. You don't know what you're doing, and you're not making your choices for yourself. So when you're actually making the choice to do this,
Right.
and I think my ex-husband thought it was totally crazy, but it was so inspiring. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Great
Believer's
feeling.
baptism.
Yeah. But yeah, so, and I still have the dress that I got baptized in.
I do not.
Cool.
I've got the dress I was baptized in.
Yeah, no, I actually do my reading more in the evening. Like I feel more open to reading in the evening. But I do listen like to motivational things during the day, especially when I'm driving. That's like my thing, my space when I'm driving, when I'm driving to work. I just put like a podcast or like, I still like to listen to Abraham Hicks and Eckhart Tolle. And so yeah, they're my go-tos. So yeah, that just keeps me going during the day.
I'm like you too. I am a nighttime reader, Jenny. I like to do that before I go to bed. I'll read
Yes.
when I'm into a book, or even I'll knit sometimes before I go to bed. It's just my way of just going, okay, let's slow it down.
Mhm.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
For
I used
me,
to
I'm one of
crochet.
those, when I wake up, I'm up. I don't lay in bed. When my eyes open, I'm out of the bed. I can't just lay there. Can't do it. No way. But and I like to get all my stuff done as early as I can, as fast as I can. When I'm a big checklist person. So, oh, call this guy, check. Do this, check. That's for me, it works. But then at the end of the day, I kind of like to just unwind. I don't want to be up at midnight or, all that. I try to just like get through about 6, 7, and just take it easy till about 10:30 and I go to bed. But I like getting stuff done earlier in the morning than later in the day.
Wendy, you were saying you crocheted?
Yeah, I crochet, but I haven't done it for so long because I just haven't had any time to do it. But yeah, I like to crochet with bedspread thread or thread, rather than yarn. So my crochet object of choice would be doilies and runners and things like that.
I've been doing mine for about 5 years now. I sometimes only do 2 or 3 lines a night. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I'll do 20. But it's just this long scarf that's probably going to be as long as it goes down to my dock. I don't care. It's just something that I do. And my mother says, why don't you create something? I said, I've done that in the past. But in this particular case, I want it to be mindless. Like I just want to be sitting there and just do it.
Yeah.
Wendy,
So-
I haven't heard those terms since I was a kid.
What, crochet and doily?
No, doilies and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, you used to hear that a lot, but I
Yeah.
haven't heard that in forever.
What is that? What is it? Doily?
These.
This is a doily.
My mother still does those. She does everything. She does hats and stuff. Yeah.
Ah,
See,
this one.
picture.
Ah, yeah. We used to have that when I was a kid.
Yeah, but yeah.
I still have.
I can knit, but if I drop a stitch, I can't figure out how to fix it. So then I get frustrated. So, and if you screw up in crochet, especially on a doily, you can't really see it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Well-
you're right. You can in knitting for sure. I got a few
Yeah.
holes in mine.
So, Wendy, in your spare time, do you also decoupage?
no, I don't decoupage, Roy. I
I
have
did
in the
so much of that
past,
as a kid.
but I don't.
Since we're in the Wayback Machine, I was just checking.
Hey, I kind of did one, Roy, with that beautiful card you sent me for congratulations for my graduating from my master's. I did the decoupage and I put it in a nice frame of the card. I sent you a picture of that.
Yeah.
All right.
When I have space, I'll make. I do paper crafting. I make cards, rubber stamp, and do that kind of stuff. But I don't have the space right now to do that. So.
What's that called? The Japanese?
Oh, not origami.
Origami?
No, I don't do
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
That's
is,
pretty tough.
is what you're talking about, Wendy, kind of like scrapbooking in a sort of a way?
No, it's card making.
Oh, okay. Totally
I make greeting cards, yeah, using rubber stamps and punches and different kinds of mediums.
Cool.
All these things so that we never have time to. I also even have a cross stitch that I've had in my little box for about 3 years, and I had completed one for my son, which only took about 4 years to do. Like I said, I take my time, but it's because I do it as something that's therapeutic, not something that but and it's so cute, but it's still sitting there with all the strings and everything for me to get at. And we tend to just put it aside, right? Buy it, go, woo, we got all these attentions, but we don't get it done. And yet it feels so good to do it.
So, Wendy, if somebody gets a card from you, they really get a personalized card, right? I mean, it's personal.
They use, a handmade card by me, yeah. I even have a stamp that says handmade by Wendy, but not lately, no, not probably since
When it's my birthday in September.
Yeah, since I moved to where I'm at, I don't have a place for all that stuff. And so, except the kitchen table, and then we can't eat on the kitchen table. So it's too much of a hassle to get it out and have to put it all away at the same time. So
Jenny, you said your birthday's in September?
Yeah.
And Lorianne's is in September. So you got plenty of time. Wendy, mine's Sunday, so hurry.
Oh.
Mine's on Sunday.
Roy, happy early birthday.
So what are you doing for your birthday, Roy?
One of my grandsons is in a lacrosse tournament, so we'll be up at the lacrosse fields.
Oh, it's going to be beastly hot.
Yes, it is.
Sitting out in the
hot.
sun.
That's nice. I miss that. My son got out of lacrosse a couple of years ago. Well, he's 30 now, but he played it since he was like 11. So miss going to the games. It's a really neat sport to watch.
Yeah.
And
I don't know what's going on.
Lift in lacrosse.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on in the game. I just hear my son hollering at him, "Liam, run! Hold it, Liam! Start your stick, run!" Oh, he made a goal. Good deal.
Yeah, I really don't know anything about lacrosse except for they have a little net on a stick and they toss the ball. I don't know how it works.
Well, it has a similarity to hockey to a certain degree. So if you understand hockey, it's easy to learn what lacrosse is about, really, ultimately. Yes, and started in Canada by our Inuit people.
Did they start curling too?
I'm not sure if Canada did. I know they started basketball. There's a few of them.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. But
All right.
all
Well,
right.
do we have anything else we want to talk about regarding DMO since we got off track a little bit?
Yeah.
No, I
I'm
think
good.
that's it, right?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
And Rob talked about doing something for the next 3 weeks, but I'm not sure what exactly that is. So come back next week and we'll all be surprised together to see what we're going to be covering.
Yes.
Or check it out on Advanced Branding Collaborative, because I
Yes.
know Robert said he would send me some information about it. So we will announce it there. On Facebook, just look up ABC Advanced Branding Collaborative, and we'll have the link here as well because we're going to share this. So
Right.
it'll be
And
fun. I'm
we'll,
looking
we'll,
forward to it.
we'll all have it posted on our walls too for you to see
Yeah.
what it's going to be and a link for it. So
Okay. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
thanks,
Lovely
everyone.
seeing you again, Doc, and everyone.
Doc, thanks
Bye,
for coming,
everybody.
Doc.
Bye, Doug.
Yep.
Bye,
Everybody see
Doc.
everybody. Good.
Nice to see
Have a
you.
good week.
You too.
Okay, you too.
Actually, guys, I probably won't be here next week because we're going away for a couple of days on Sunday.
Okay.
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 We'll see you the week after.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, have a good
Okay.
time.